If you've watched this series so far, you'll probably know how the next bit goes. I'm going to explain what joy is, and then I'll say something like, it's okay to be joyful, but it's not okay to stay joyful. Wait, what? I'm kidding, obviously. It's okay to be joyful, and it's more than okay to stay joyful. Joy is this inner sense of peace and security, whereas happiness is something different. Happiness is part of joy, but it's not all of joy. Happiness is created through external things. So for example, if I gave you a chocolate bar, you would probably react with extreme happiness. But once you've eaten that chocolate bar, then the happiness goes away and you're back to where you started. Whereas joy lasts for much longer. Joy is based on internal things, a positive way of thinking, our confidence levels, the way in which we view other people and ourselves. If we have a negative mindset, then we're going to find joy really difficult to achieve. If everything's rubbish and there's nothing good in our lives, then we're not going to be able to experience that joy that we seek. So to help prevent this negative mindset, what we need to do is find positives, things that we are grateful for every day. As an exercise, why don't you think of 8 things that you're grateful for today? I'll go. Friends, family, chocolate, television, sleep, Sunday roasts, nature, and hoodies. I like my hoodie. Whatever it is, name them. By finding things we are grateful for, it helps us to focus on the positives rather than the negatives. To focus on the things that we do have that bring us joy, rather than the things that we don't have that we think would bring us joy if we did have them. Part of our relationship with God is being thankful for the things that He has given us, not taking for granted the little things, the essential things for living. Give a prayer of thanks each day to let Him know that you are thankful for the things that He has provided for you in your life. Confidence is another part of joy. If we constantly put ourselves down and point out all our flaws, then we'll begin to think as though we're useless and that we're worthless. But the opposite couldn't be any more different. We all have something to offer. Each of us are different and unique and have different talents and gifts that we are able to offer the world. Speak positive words over yourself. Acknowledge when you've been brave, when you've been kind, when you've aced that test that you were really scared of. Take pride in the stuff that you do. Allow yourself to recognize your own self-worth. And on the days when it's hard to do that, remember the words that God has spoken over you. In Ephesians 2 verse 10, God calls you His masterpiece. If God, the creator of the universe, the most utterly wonderful being in existence, calls you His masterpiece and loves you and thinks you're awesome, take it. What a compliment. What a boost of confidence that should be. He believes in you even when you don't. Another way to bring joy into your life is to bring joy into other people's lives. Have you ever done something extremely kind for someone else and you get this overwhelming swelling feeling? It's like the good version of pins and needles. It's exhilarating. Random acts of kindness are so brilliant. My sister once found an envelope in a car park and it said, "Open me to whoever finds me." And so she did, and she opened it up, and inside there was a $5, hello, ka-ching, and a letter which said, "I want you to use this money to treat yourself and to spend on whatever you need to spend it on." Now, my sister was understandably thrilled at this. And in fact, if I remember correctly, she wasn't having the best of days until she got this envelope. She opened it, found the money, and then the rest of her day she was filled with joy. What random acts of kindness could you do this week? That's my challenge to you. Go away and do some random acts of kindness. Maybe it's for someone you know, or maybe it's for a complete stranger. When we act in kindness towards someone else, it inspires them to do the same. And who knows, maybe one day when you're feeling down, someone who was inspired by someone else, who was inspired by someone else, who was inspired by someone else, who was inspired by you, might be kind to you and bring you so much joy. But there's one person you can guarantee can bring you joy, and yes,
Bingo!
it's God. Pray for the Holy Spirit to come and to grow the fruit of joy within you. Don't worry, it's not like he grows like an orange inside of you and it pops out. That's not what I mean. But when we invite the Holy Spirit into our lives, it's like a metaphorical tree grows inside of us, and that tree grows fruits, and one of the fruits is joy. And that can grow and grow and grow and bring you something that, you can't find elsewhere in this world. It's okay to be joyful. I want you to be joyful. Practice positivity. Build your own self-confidence. Speak positive words over yourself. Find your self-belief. Remember the confidence that other people have in you, especially God. And be kind to yourself and to other people. It's also okay to stay joyful. Don't worry if things are going wrong all around you and yet you still manage to smile and see the positives in life. That's a good thing. That's joy. It can exist in even the darkest of times.